So I have some news regarding the potential future of Girl Meets World. And that news is going to be very beneficial to a certain ship. Joshaya fans, unfortunately, I'm talking about you. What's going on, YouTube? So I just came across some very interesting news regarding Girl Meets World. The potential future of Girl Meets World and what this could mean. But before we get into that, I just want to give a big shout out to my fans that actually listened to me and decided to give Riverdale a chance, because I can't tell you guys how many comments that I've gotten over the last few days or so that says something along the lines of, Smurf, I'm so glad you told me to watch this show. This is my new addiction. Or Smurf, this is my new favorite show on television. Some of you guys almost sound surprised or something. I've been trying to tell you guys. How many times do you see me hype up a show? Even shows that I really like. I mean, I really like The Fosters, but how often do you see me hyping up that show trying to get you guys to watch it? Same goes with The Flash. Very rarely do I hype up a show and really try to get you guys to watch it, unless I'm really sure that most of you would really enjoy it. And also because it's a brand new show, so you don't have to get caught up as if it was like, on season 7 or something. So for those of you who did give it a chance and are really enjoying it, you're welcome. Expect a lot more Riverdale videos to come in the future, because when it comes to shows I really love, there's no stopping me. Which kind of brings me to my next quick point. I just realized this the other day, but I don't think that I should be looking for new shows to get into right now, because there are already so many shows that I'm in love with currently, and I'm having enough trouble keeping up with those shows and talking about those shows. I'm having a hard time as is trying to put out Girl Meets World content for you guys and put out The Fosters content for you guys and The Flash and now Riverdale. I mean, there are only so many days in the week. So now, if I'm gonna watch a new show, the show is gonna have to be that much better than it otherwise would have been, because really, honestly, truth be told, I don't really need any other new shows to watch right now. And keep in mind, this isn't even counting Backstage, because when that comes back, that's gonna take up a lot of my attention. And I'm probably gonna make an episode review to like every single episode of that show, especially if Girl Meets World isn't around to hold like all my attention. So now, if I'm gonna get into a new show as of right now, it's going to have to be amazing. I'm talking Riverdale amazing. Otherwise, I'm just not gonna waste my time with it. Maybe one day when I need new shows to watch again, I may go back to some of these other shows. But right now, I only have time for excellence. Not okay shows or kind of good shows. I just don't have time for that in my life right now. But anyways, let's get on to the topic of the video. So I came across this article thanks to a couple of my subscribers, and there was a quote in this article that was very telling to the possible future of Girl Meets World. If Girl Meets World were to get picked up, Michael Jacobs seems to be entertaining the idea of a time jump. In other words, if Girl Meets World were to come back, everyone may be 2 to 3 years older. So there's gonna be a 2 to 3 year gap that we're gonna be skipping. Possibly. I'm not saying that this is confirmed. I'm just saying that he seems to be entertaining the idea at least. And when I first heard about this, I was thinking, that sounds great. I mean, if we're 2 to 3 years, in the future, that should mean that everybody's maturity level should skip up a little bit too. I don't want to say any names or anything, Riley, but I'm all for having a more mature show. I mean, between them being 2 to 3 years older and them not being on Disney Channel anymore, I would think that this would be a really great idea. But then I thought about it. How old is Maya and Riley right now? 15 on the show, I believe. So if you skip 2 to 3 years, that would make them 17 or 18 years old. So if they're grown or on the verge of being grown, that would mean, oh God, that would mean this long game is no longer a long game, but the game is over. That would mean that the waiting is over. That would mean that legally, Maya and Josh could actually be a thing. You know, suddenly, I'm starting to really appreciate the 15-year-old Maya. You know, the one that can't date Josh? Yeah, that one. That just gives us another dangerous ship to worry about. And when I say we, I don't just mean Lucaya Nation. I'm talking about Rukus Nation too. Because I mean, let's be honest, guys. This whole ship war was ever only really between Lucaya and Rukus. I mean, sure, Joshaya was out there, but come on. Lucaya Nation nor Rukus Nation ever really feared Joshaya, because we both knew that wasn't gonna happen. Joshaya is like one of those kids, you know, one of those kids that tries to act really cool and badass, and it's so cute you just want to pinch their cheeks and pat them on the head, but they want you to take them seriously and treat them like a badass, even when they're nothing more than a little marshmallow. That's kind of what Joshaya was to Rukus and Lucaya. It's kind of like, you know, oh, you're so adorable. You're so adorable to think that you actually have a chance in this ship war. You're so cute. But now, if they were to jump 2 to 3 years, we may have to start taking Joshaya seriously. And I don't know how I feel about that, because let's not forget that they put this whole long game storyline into the mix. So they probably wouldn't want to completely ignore that storyline if they don't have to anymore. They're probably gonna want to act on it, at least temporarily. I mean, why else mess around with Joshaya before when they legally couldn't happen, and now that they can, just ignore it completely? I just don't see that happening. I feel like if they do the 2 to 3 year jump, the idea of Joshaya is probably gonna be entertained. Now, it doesn't mean they're gonna be in game, but they are now a serious threat to be just that. And unfortunately, we're all gonna have to be forced to take them seriously. I mean, look, the writers have already proven that they don't mind putting together a terrible ship. I mean, just look at, well, yeah. I don't know how I feel about this idea now. And plus, do we really want to skip 2 to 3 years anyways? Because that would mean that they're almost done with high school. And I don't want to skip all of high school. I would rather Girl Meets World go on long enough so we can see them all through high school and then possibly college. I don't want to skip high school and then just go to college. So the more I think about it, the more I'm probably not in favor of this idea. But let me know what you guys think about this potential idea in the comment section below. Rukus Nation, Lucaya Nation, and everybody else, are you in favor of this? And let me know which kind of videos you guys are looking forward to seeing from me the most in the future. More Riverdale videos, more backstage videos, more Flash videos, more Foster's videos, more live reactions. What kind of videos do you guys enjoy seeing from me the most? But I'm done talking. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. But as always, until next time.